We're going to come back. Just adjust that so you can see my feet. Okay. All right, guys. Well, let's drop our chins to our chest. Allow the chin to drop down to the chest. Inhale and exhale. Again, keep the spine nice and straight. Vertebrae by vertebrae stacked all the way up to the bottom of the neck body, where the nape of the neck is. Think about that nape of the neck getting a little bit of decompression. It's taking an opportunity to rest and restore. Slowly, you're going to bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Allow your right ear to just settle there. No forcing, no tension. Let the left shoulder relax a little bit more. We've been doing a lot of shoulder work, so just try to let that shoulder almost lag. Think about it as like a lazy shoulder. No work, just relaxing. Breathing in and out. Then drop the chin back down to the center chest. Notice the difference of when you drop the chin to the chest in the center of the body, how the side that you just worked on feels a little bit different from the other side that still needs a little bit of stretching. It's important to notice this so you can gauge your temperature at any point during this practice. Then you're going to roll your left ear towards your left shoulder. That right arm now, you're going to allow that to be laggy. It's going to be heavy, lazy. It's not working. The left ear is not forced. It's just sitting above the left shoulder. Inhale and breathe in. And exhale, breathe out. Inhale and breathe in. Exhale and breathe out. We're going to drop the chin back down to the chest and roll right over towards the right side. Tuck it back down to the center chest and roll it back to the left. Just feel what this is like to go 180 degrees. Don't drop the head back yet. If you like, close the eyes and really see if you can manage to match the breath with the movement. Maybe one breath, one movement, or two breaths, one movement. See what works for you. And after about 7 of these, if it's in your practice, and only if it's in your practice, you can come in for a full head roll. Keep your back body straight. You want to do at least, if you're doing the full head roll, you want to do at least 4 on one side and then 4 on the other side. Matching breath with movement. It's very important for the inhale and the exhale to be steady. If you're breathing too fast, you might find that you're cutting yourself off. Okay? And then roll the shoulders back away from the ears. Drop the hands down by the side. Arms are going to lift, rise up, reach up overhead. Interlace the fingers, press the palms up towards the ceiling. Yes. Inhale and breathe in. And look up, gaze up. And you're going to lean towards your right and then tilt your chin so that your chin is almost touching the left arm. This way you're looking up towards the ceiling. Pivot back so that your body can just kind of go with the flow, and you're looking towards the ceiling as a way to guide and direct your left shoulder. You're just pivoting that shoulder back. Come back to center. Palms press up towards the ceiling, and now you're going to lean to your left. Now your chin is facing towards your right arm. You're almost able to almost touch the chin to the shoulder. Look up, gaze up. You should be seeing your elbow, the inner elbow, I should say, and your top elbow should be pointing up towards the ceiling. Sitting up out of your pelvic bowl, you can go as far as you like. Just keep your sits bone grounded to the seat, and then come back to center. We're going to bring the hands back down by the side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, breathe in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lifting the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers once again. Press the palms up towards the ceiling. Roll the shoulder blades back. Find your breath. We're going to start on the right side. So we're going to lean towards our right. This should feel a little bit looser this time. Look up towards your left arm. You want to pivot back that left shoulder. Inhale and breathe in. Allow the breath to flow steady through the rib cage, all the way down into the sits bone. Come back to center. Pause for a moment. No reason to rush. Press the palms up and then exhale. And you're going to lean over towards the left this time. Take the chin towards the right arm and then look up, pivoting back that right arm. Gazing up. Beautiful. Come back to center. Drop the hands down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the hands behind you. Interlace those fingers. Okay? You don't have to move on your chair. I'm just moving on my chair so you can see me. And then you can kind of just start to lean a little bit forward. If you want to just keep your hands on your tailbone, you can. But just feel what that's like to lean forward. And if you want to lift your arms up, you can too. But just find your place. You squeeze from the core. Hold yourself steady with the belly. Okay? And then slowly relax the arms, relax the shoulders. Sit up a little bit taller. Roll those shoulder blades. Okay? Just shaking it out forward and backwards 4 times. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Arms are going to rise. We're going to lift up, reach up overhead. Exhale. We're going to go through our first flow. Forward fold. Come down. Chest presses towards the thighs. Drop the chin to the chest. Inhale. Half lift. Flat back. Our body sits up out of the pelvic bowl as if we are running towards something, like a runner's lunge, okay? You can even take your hands and place them behind you like you're getting ready to take off. Inhale and breathe in. And then on the exhale, release. Let it all go. And then on the next inhale, use that strength. Come up through your forward fold to a mountain pose. Arms rise, lifting up overhead. Be mindful of your shoulders. Look up, gaze up, and then exhale and bring the hands down by the sides. Let's do this 2 more times. Arms rise, lifting up, reaching up overhead. Now find your rhythm. Breathing in and out. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise, lifting up, reaching up overhead. Hands come down steady by the sides. No rush. Try to give yourself at least 5 seconds to bring those hands down. Inhale, last one. And breathe in, look up, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Strong belly. Exhale, forward fold. Squeeze in that core, pressing more into the floor. Reach up through to your mountain pose. Beautiful. And then exhale. Hands come back down, steady by the sides. And then shake it out. Keep breathing. All right. We're going to open up our legs just a little bit. All right. So you want to give yourself some space. Your arms are going to come down to the inside of your legs, just so you know. So arms rise, lift up, reach up overhead. Exhale. You can bring your hands to your thighs, start to lean down, and start to allow your arms to come down the inside of the legs, grabbing around the ankles. And then you can just let your head hang heavy. Now, if it's in your practice and you want to take it a little bit further, your hands can come down to the ground. And you can let your head hang heavy. Allow your back body to feel each vertebrae pull apart from one another. So the weight of gravity is allowing you to get a little bit of relief on your spinal body. Inhale, look up, gaze up. If your hands are on the floor, take your fingertips and press them into the ground. Allow the hand to be fully extended around the arms. If your hands are wrapped around the ankles, you're going to do the same thing, but you're just going to have straight arms, okay? So either way. Then you're going to exhale and you're going to bend those elbows and let go. Inhale, come back up, breathing in. Either way, you should be able to find a place where you feel safe. You're using the core here, straight arms. Exhale, let go, arms bend. Inhale, and then exhale. This next inhale, I want you, if you have your hands on the ground, to grip around your ankles. And if your hands are already gripped around your ankles, that's fine, but just re-grip them so that you're reestablishing the connection. You're going to take your right elbow and just kind of pop it towards your right thigh, okay? And now you're going to take your left hand and lift it up towards the ceiling. Look up, gaze up, nice, straight, long line of energy. Remember when we pivot back on that left arm when we were doing our fingers that were interlaced? You want to try to do that same kind of pivots. You're pivoting back, you're looking up, you're taking that gaze up. Breathing in and out. And then exhale, bring the hand back down, sliding down the inside of the left leg all the way to the ankles. Inhale and breathe in, and exhale, prepare to do the other side. So take your left elbow and just pop it on the inner side, the inner leg. You just want to know that the elbow is on the inside of that leg. Take your right hand, lift it up, pivot up that shoulder so that you're pivot back just a little bit. What you don't want to be is all the way back here with your arm. You don't want your arm to be overextended. You want to have a nice, straight arm line of energy like an airplane, like wings. Think of that. Your wings are spread and your wings are straight in the air soaring. You're stretching the rib cage and you're stretching a part of your back that's almost in the middle of your back, but it's just not there. It's a really great spine stretch. It's a really great stretch for your lower back body. Then bring your hand back in gently. You're going to just allow it to roll down the inside of the right leg. Okay? So we're going to take our hands now. And if you want, you can keep them here on your thighs and just bring the head down, allow the elbows to bend, or you can bring your hands back down to the ground. Take a breath in, use that breath, and then extend the arms out. Slowly start to walk your thumbs up your inner thighs, gripping around, pressing moment by moment, step by step, all the way up till you're sitting up nice and straight. All right, now you're going to take your legs and you're going to bring them together. You're going to do the opposite. So we were out, now we're coming in. So bring those legs together, press the feet into the ground. The way we keep our knees together is not by thinking about our knees, okay? If you think about your knees, it will repel. Press your toes together on the ground, your big toes, and the inside, that inner arch of your foot, you're going to feel that kind of connected all the way to the heel, okay? Then you can kind of bring your knees together. If they are open a little bit, don't judge yourself, don't worry. Okay, get comfortable in your seat and squeeze the core. Okay, so the way we keep the knees closed is squeezing the core and pressing the big toes together. Arms rise, lift up, reach up overhead, and bring the hands to heart center. Okay, hands to heart center. Elbow, here's your left elbow and here's your right. So I want you to wiggle your left and then wiggle your right, just so you can feel yourself in your left and rights, okay? We're going to start on the right side. Take your right elbow, wiggle it, and then you're going to just kind of tilt, like you're coming down towards your right leg. And you're going to do this 2 times or 3 times to just start to feel that you're getting closer and closer to your right leg. You can rest that elbow there on top of the right thigh, or you can cross it over towards the left, okay? So you have these options. Find what works best for your body and then look up and take your gaze up towards the ceiling on the left side. So you should be looking over that left elbow that's poking up towards the ceiling. Now your right elbow is positioned firmly on one of your thighs. If you want to hook it over, and that's okay with me if that's part of your practice, but you don't have to. Press more into the feet, squeeze the core a little bit more, keep the breath steady, and look up. Nothing to do and nowhere to go but to ride the wave of breath. Feel the stretch. Slowly squeeze the core, come back to center. And it's almost like you're going to just bring the namaste to the middle of your chest. You're just going to draw it in. You're going to take the left elbow and just kind of move your left elbow around. And slowly, about 3 times, come in and out. The reason we do this is not that we can't just jump into it, but we want to just kind of lubricate the back body to prepare. Then we find that place where we feel comfortable with that left elbow. Remember, each side of the body is different, okay? So just listen to this side of the body. What do you need? Looking out the elbow, you want to see, okay, my elbow's pressed up towards the ceiling, and take your gaze up. Remember, you have modifications. If you want to draw the elbow across to the other leg, you can do that as well for a deeper twist. Breathing in and out. And just a moment of peace in the pose. On the next inhale, come back to center, and you're just going to draw again the namaste, coming into the chest. Breathing in and out. You can open up the legs, toe heel the feet apart, back to hips width. All right. Arms are going to come up overhead. So you can undo your namaste, hands come overhead. Reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. So you make sure your feet are really pressed into the ground and that you're feeling the support from your feet. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise, reaching up overhead. Press the palms back to heart center and bring it down to your chest once again. Good job. And just take your elbow to the right and just press your left hand into that right hand and press back against the right hand into the left. And then come back to center and feel the resistance on the other side. Do that 2 more times. Keep your chest straight in front of me. So you want to keep your body as straight. The only thing moving is your arms. And you're using the hands as resistance towards one another. And then you're bringing them back to center. And then we're going to tilt the fingertips coming towards the heart. So now they're pressing together, but their fingertips are moving towards our heart center. And it's actually facing our chest. You feel your wrists, and your wrists are stretched. They should be facing the screen in front of you. Then you're going to lift up on those fingertips, almost like you're drawing a circular line, and then come down and bring the tips of your fingers so that they're pointing towards the floor. Now you're going to feel this stretch in your arm. It's going to feel like a long stretch in the forearm. Inhale, breathe in, bring it back up, tracing the line, coming all the way back, pointing the fingertips towards your chest. Inhale, breathe in. And then exhale, point out, and come back down. So far we're at 3. Let's do 1 more and make it your own. Using the breath, match the breath to the movement. And come into that full place where you started. Chest, fingertips pointing towards the chest. And then come back into your namaste position. All right. Exhale, hands are going to come down by the sides. And then just kind of shake it out. Arms are going to lift, reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise. Reach up overhead, but keep the arms up overhead this time. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Pivot your body over towards the right. Come back to center. And pivot your body towards the left. Inhale, back to center. Towards the right. Back to center, towards the left, back to center. 1 more time, but this time we're going to stay on the right side. So pivot the body towards the right. Bring the hands down to the outside of the right leg. Left arm crosses over towards the right thigh. So your fingertips on the left hand are kind of touching the outside of your right thigh. Maybe even grip your right thigh and give yourself a little massage with that left hand. That way you know you're in the right place, okay? If you want to keep your knees together here or keep them apart, doesn't matter. Make this your own, but we're going to do a twist. So take your right hand, bring it behind you, and I'm going to show you what that is by just twisting my chair. You keep your chair where it is. Bringing that hand, you can place it right behind you so that the long arm is pressed up against your own back body, and your hand is pressed into the seat beneath you, and you're looking over your right shoulder. Or you can take your hand and place it on top of your chair and kind of use it to give you an extra kind of crack in your back, if that's part of your practice. Some people do like to crack their backs and some people don't. So that's really up to you. But wherever you feel most comfortable, start to take those breaths. Eventually, you're going to allow for that arm in the right side to relax and be at ease, still maintaining the straight spine's position with your spine twist. If you keep your chin over your right shoulder, you'll notice that it's easier to stay in this twist. You will feel the push and the pull of the breath bring the body forward and back, and that's completely natural. So allow yourself to settle into this pose rather than force it. And take about 5 breath cycles here and be completely present with that. And see if you can achieve whatever it is you set out to achieve in this pose, moment by moment. Nothing to do and nowhere to go but to ride the wave of breath. You can really feel it to and from, just like an ocean wave to and from the shore. Take about one more breath here. And then bring the hands up. Bring them outside to the right side first. Don't just jump to the center. We're going to inhale and breathe in, and on the exhale, we're going to twist and pivot back to center gently. Think about being gentle with the body there, okay? Very important. Exhale, forward fold, come forward. All right? Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise, lift up, reach up overhead, roll the shoulders back, and keep the hands there. Breathe in and out, and just take a moment to pause. It's okay to pause. You're going to pivot your body now over towards the left side. We're going to come back to center this time and then pivot towards the right. I know sometimes we skip this, but I think it'll be good for the spinal twist. And let's come back over towards the left, come back to center, and then towards the right. Come back to center, and this time, when we come over towards the left, drop your hands to the outside of the left body, taking your right hand now and crossing it over so that your fingertips are on the outside of that left leg. You can actually give yourself a little massage on the outside of that thigh with the right hand to know you're on the right side. Now I'm going to turn my chair so that you can see me on this side. Okay? Keep your chair still where it is. Arm is going to be up, and you're going to bring it to that place on your chair where you feel comfortable. Either your hand flat down on the chair behind you, kind of your wrist and your arm is still touching the back body, or you're going to bring that hand to the top of the chair. And take your chin, look over your left shoulder. Breathing in and out. If you like, you can close the eyes. That's your choice. Steady with the breath. Think about ocean waves. The inhale and the exhale, the to and the fro, the give and the take. Breathing in and out for about 5 breath cycles. When you feel like you're ready to ease your arm, you can, but just keep the twist. Keep your gaze over that left shoulder. And take one more breath and bring the arms and reach them up overhead. Come back to center. Keep the arms overhead. You're pivoting the body, okay? So you're bringing the arms from up on the left side back to center. Lift up, reach up, and exhale. On your next exhale, lower down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise, reach up overhead. Exhale, hands come down by the sides. All right, we're going to come to standing now. And so take it easy. Start to come up out of your seat, squeezing from the core. We're going to do some standing poses, and then we're going to end with maybe 1 or 2 seating poses with our legs so that we can re-stretch whatever we do here from standing. Okay, so it should feel really good. By the time we're done, you'll feel your whole body. And as normal, as usual, we start out with taking our hands and placing them on the chair in front of us. We want to keep our body square to the chair, so that's a nice measurement for us. So keep the body square to the chair. Where your feet are for right now, just start in a place where you're comfortable, and then start to walk back to where you start to feel a stretch. And kind of just start to walk out your left and your right foot so that you can feel this stretch in your hip. And your left leg is going to bend, your right leg will go straight, and then vice versa, okay? And as you're lifting up on the heel, that's the heel that you lift up on is the bended knee. And then when it drops down, you can just think about the whole leg being straight. Then take your gaze and try to like look over the leg that's straight, okay? So if your right leg is bent, your left leg is straight, you're looking over your left side. And try to see if you can even see your hip back there. And then reverse. Look on the left side. And so if your right knee is bent, or your left knee is bent, or whichever side it is, whatever that straight leg is, you're going to look over. And you're going to try to see if you can see your hip. And you're kind of just poking it out a little bit. Okay? And you're just getting this stretch. It's in this lower part of the back body. You should be feeling it right where the sits bone is and the sacrum is. All right? And then slowly start to press the chair forward. And as you start to ease into a flat back, still bending the legs, but you're taking it steady. It's not like we're running. We're just taking one breath at a time. We're extending out until we finally feel as though when we're stretched that we have a nice straight arm all the way to our hands, and our hands are supported by the chair in front of us. Knees are soft. You know, if you're standing at edge and your knees are really rigid, try to soften your knees just a little bit. Start to breathe in and out and notice the flow of breath. Imagine that it can make it to the tips of your fingers. On that inhale and on the exhale, release, and see if you can stretch your hips a little bit closer to the wall behind you, keeping the knees soft. So if we were going towards the chair, we would pull in, okay? But because we're going back out, we're pressing those hips and that sits bone like we're sitting on the wall behind us. So we're getting an additional stretch on our body. We're really doing a great job to allow each part of our vertebrae to breathe. And then you're going to take your belly, allow your belly to kind of press towards the floor. It's going to be an arch of the belly coming towards the floor. Like the McDonald's arches are up towards the ceiling, this is going to be different. The belly is going to be towards the floor. You're going to drop your head back, look up, gaze up, then reverse. Now the back body is arched like the McDonald's arches, the ceiling. The back body can touch the ceiling. The chin is tucked into the chest. So it's different. And when we reverse, then the chin flies away, the head and the eyes start to gaze up towards the ceiling, the back body arches, where it's like we're pressing out our booty towards the wall behind us. Our knees are soft the whole time though. We're not stretching them so much that they're straight. And then we reverse. Okay? Start to walk up just a little bit. All right? Step by step, breath by breath, come back up so that you're standing at ease in front of your chair. Take your hand, your left arm, lift it up, and then bring it back down to the chair. Take your right arm, lift it up, bring it back to the chair. All right? Breathing in and out. Let me make sure I just position myself so you can see me once again. Now you're going to take your right foot and you're going to place it right at your chair, okay, so that it's forward. You're going to take your left foot and you're going to bring it behind you, but you're going to keep the leg straight, okay? I know I normally tell you to take your foot and bring it to a 45-degree angle, but today we're going to do something a little bit different. So we're going to keep that foot in the back straight, all right? And we're just going to push back. It's triangle pose, and we're bringing our head towards the chair, the top of the chair. Breathing in and out. A lot of people do this when they do a stretch, like in athletics. They kind of press down on the top of their thigh. In this case, you're pressing on the chair instead, okay? So you've seen people do this, but you're pressing on your chair. So that's the modified position. Come back up, squeezing the core, and let's do the other side. Left foot comes forward, right foot comes back. So they're in line with one another. Everything's in line with the chair. Hands are firmly on the chair as we start to press down. Okay, so the left leg is getting the stretch. The right foot is for support this time. Okay? Again, keep the knees soft as much as you need to. You might really like the hamstring stretch in the back, and that's fine. Just try not to overextend, okay? Take a breath. Inhale and exhale. And then come back up to center. And we're going to take our feet in just the same way we start. Extend it out. Allow the arms to be stretched. Straight arms. Hands are firmly on the top of the chair. Back body is extended, flat back. And then we're going to do a little, just one breath, one movement. We're going to drop our bellies so that it's down towards the floor. Take the head back, look up. And then we're going to reverse. Chin to the chest, back body dome shaped, like the McDonald's arch. Come back to center. Walking up, taking it slow. Again, arm rises on the right side. Bring it back down. Arm rises on the left. All right. Good job. Let's do that one more time, but this time add a little bit of a stretch in there. Take your hand, lift it back, take your right foot, press it towards the side, extend it out so that you have your foot just kind of sticking out like you're trying to trip somebody. I guess that's not the best thing, but that's what you're doing. You're kind of tripping somebody. You're just playing around. Just don't hurt nobody. Come back to center, and we're going to do that on the other side, okay? So now the right foot is steady. The left foot is sticking out, and we're bringing our left hand overhead. My right hand is still anchored into the chair, so I'm not letting that go. I'm just getting this nice, beautiful stretch on my rib cage. The deeper you breathe, the more you're going to feel the stretch. The more you're going to feel the benefits of the stretch, I should say. Come back to center. Good job. All right, so you're going to take your left foot, keep it at that chair, take the right, bring it back. So this time we're going to bring the right foot back, but we're going to spin it to that 45-degree angle. So last time we were straight in line. This time we're coming into a warrior. So what we want to do is prepare. Give yourself a little bit of space in between your legs. Now you can be this close. You could be this far away. You could be even further far away in your warrior. It's all your choice, okay? I'm going to go somewhere in between just for the sake of you guys being able to see me, okay? So find your comfortable place for your foot, all right? You're going to be facing forward. Good job. Now your knee is going to start to bend so that the knee is stacked on top of the ankle on the left side. So the left leg is giving you the support. If you lean forward, you can see that you're getting the support and all the weight is falling into that left foot, okay? So you want to make sure that the knee is stacked on top of the ankle and that you can see your toes. Your toes should never be covered by your knee, all right? Now your right foot is here for support as well. You're pressing into the outer rim of the right foot. Squeeze the core, inhale and breathe in, and if you want, you can take one hand up, take your right hand up and bring it up. Keep your left hand on the chair. If you want to bring both hands overhead, you can. Warrior one, either way. And then on the exhale, open up. You're going to have to adjust the feet. You're going to take your right hand behind you. Your left hand is still forward on the chair. Still having that left knee bent, still facing the chair, warrior two. All right, now if you want to let go, you can, it's your choice. But what I would say is take your fingertips and just touch the top of your chair if you're still holding on. See if that works for you. All right, you're going to lean a little bit forward like you're about to take your shoulder towards the chair on the left side, okay? And then you're going to reverse back, taking your left hand towards your thigh on the right leg, reverse warrior. Okay, your head is up, looking towards the ceiling. There's an elongated stretch on the left side of your neck body. Come back to center, lift the arm up, warrior two. Come right into it, warrior one. Okay? Bring the hand down to the top of the chair. And then get your legs to a place where you can come back, stretch out the body. All right, tabletop the back, soften the knees. Look up, gaze up. You should start to feel a little bit looser here when you do this. Arch the back body. It can be a very slight arch. Then you're going to dome shape it like the McDonald's arch. Drop the chin into the chest. One breath, one movement, and come back forward. Take the right foot now, and the right foot is going to be in front of you. This time, the right foot is going to stay connected to the chair in front of you. The left foot is going to come behind you. You're going to pivot that to that 45-degree angle, okay? Inhale and breathe in, and exhale, prepare. Start to allow the knee to stack on top of the left ankle. And you want to start to bend it. So you're going to start to get into your warrior pose, finding that position where your body feels most comfortable. Imagine this big old ball is placed in between those legs, okay? So imagine this ball is there and you're holding this ball up. Look, I don't even know if I can do that, but because that ball is too big. But the best way you can do it is think about that ball, and now use that to help you lift up out of your pelvic bowl. Press more into the outer rim of the left foot. So if you look down at your left foot, you'll see how it's curved to that 45-degree angle. Press more into that, the outside of that foot. That will help you get a little bit more lift. All right. Once you feel like you're in your comfortable position, lift up on that left arm. Keep the right hand position on the chair. Warrior one. Breathe in. Nice, strong warrior. Exhale. Arm comes out. Warrior two. Look over towards that shoulder. Make sure that the hand is straight. Left arm is straight towards the wall behind you. Then we're going to lean forward, taking our right hand, using it for security, taking our right shoulder, coming down towards the chair, and then we're going to lean back. Left hand comes down to the outside of the left thigh, reverse warrior. Remember, your fingertips on the right side are now just tips on the chair so that you can lean back. If you need to grip the whole chair, go for it. That's fine. Breathing in and out. Lift the arm back up. Warrior two. Pivot forward. Warrior one. Come back. Both hands on the chair. Take both behind us, both feet behind us. Stretch out that back. This is the last one. Okay, and before we actually move into the stretch of the cat-cow, I want you to just walk the legs out a little bit. Same way we started. It's the same way we're going to end it. See how it feels. Use your breath. Notice if it's any looser. Breathing in and out. And then come back to center with your body in tabletop. Don't come up yet. You're going to let the belly arch towards the floor. Take the chin, lift it up, take the gaze up. Then drop it down. Allow the back body to arch towards the ceiling, like the McDonald's arches, dome shaping it. And now, that was the last one, so we're going to start to walk up on the next inhale. Reposition the chair. Come back to sitting, taking your time. And we're going to do a last seated pose, and then we're going to come into Savasana. Take a few breaths in and out, and just feel how your body feels from those standing poses, okay? Just gather yourself again with the breath. Settle in. Try to relax the body back. Sit up a little bit taller. Beautiful. Hold on to your chair beneath you. Take your right foot, press it out in front of you, and then drop it down on the floor so that the heel is on the floor. Okay. The right foot, the left foot is going to come on top of the right. Low and then okay, so it's
there's a lot of static when your arm is next to the electronic equipment.
Try to move over something. We'll try to move over here a little bit. Okay, so you're forward. You can just start to lean forward. Now I know some of you have been sitting in the pose for a few moments, so only do as long as you can. Drop the chin down into the chest. Okay. Allow the chest to start to press a little bit closer towards the thighs. If you're all the way up, like say you don't feel that flexible, that's fine. Just allow the body to start to lean forward, okay? Until you find your comfortable position. Slowly, we're going to start to rise up using the belly, the chest, and then the head to come back up. Bring your feet back to center so that they're hips width apart. Okay? We're going to take the other side. So take the left foot, press it out in front of you. Place the heel down on the ground. Now we're going to take the right foot, cross it up on top, and then start to lean forward. Breathing in and out. And let the chin kind of come towards the chest. See if you can completely relax in this pose. If you're holding on to the chair beneath you, that's fine. But if you want to let go, to just see, you can let go too. And remember, you're just leaning forward, using the breath to help you ease into the moment, ease into the pose. See if you can completely surrender in this pose. Slowly begin to come up. First your belly, then your chest, then your head. Take your time. Bring both feet back to the ground. Let's do our last flow of the class. And then we're going to go into Savasana. Arms rise, lift up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms rise, reaching up overhead. And find a comfortable position with your hands as you bring them down, either by your sides or on top of your thighs. Hands can be flipped up towards the sky or down, pressed on your thighs. Begin to just settle into the breath. Relax. Relax your feet, your heels, your ankles. See if you can let go a little bit more of your legs so that maybe they fall away from one another. Relax your sit bone, your hips, your belly. Relax the chest, the shoulders, the back body. Relax the arms, the elbows, the hands. Relax the neck and the face. Let the tongue fall away from the top of the mouth if it's connected. Relax the jaw, the eyes can be a little bit softer. Maybe you smile just for a moment. Relax the mind, breath by breath. And see if you can congratulate yourself on a job well done here. Continue to breathe in and out. And allow your smile to radiate through your full body with a sense of gratitude for the fact that you arrived, and that you are enough, and everything you've done today is enough. And continue to breathe for the next few moments until class closes. When you're ready, you can open your eyes, gently allowing some light to shine in. If you like to continue to meditate in this part of the practice, you can do so by leaving the session now. Otherwise, we will close together. You can bring your hands and lift them up overhead, and then press the palms together, bringing them to your heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys.